Hello everybody, today we're going to be reviewing the app called Facetune. Pretty much if you want to look glamorous or you have something you don't like about you can pretty much just Photoshop it out pretty easily. It's about a $4 app. We're going to look at some of the reviews. It's a 4.9 out of 5 and out of 77,000 ratings. That's actually pretty impressive. A tip for you though is it automatically goes to the most helpful apps. You can take that for what it's worth, but if you click on sort by most helpful, it gives you other options. So I clicked on most recent. This way it can show you, the newest ones. So if an app just had a update or something that didn't go right or something that went well, or pretty much the most up-to-date reviews you're gonna see, which is what I prefer anyway, because if you look at the traditional ones, it's pretty much, older reviews, and I like to see what's new, what's popping. So what this whole review show is going to be about is photo and video apps that you can get. And these are going to be ones that you actually pay for. So we're going to start with Facetune. It's about a $4 app, and we're going to see if it's actually worth the $4. So when you start out, you get a few different models, all gorgeous. But I'm going to go with model number 1. First thing is the canvas. Canvas pretty much just lets you crop, rotate, stuff like that. And it's all done with your fingers. So, you pinch in for close, you let go without. And you want to click that blue arrow. I'll show the blue arrow again. But this is why the best one, if you like to eat a bunch of candy and smoke cigarettes, you can just whiten your teeth just by brushing over it. Looks great. Who needs the dentist when I have the whitening app on this one? The next is Smooth. So if you have any blemishes or things on your face, you just want to smooth out, just like the whitening app, you just want to brush over it. So you can see now getting on the cheeks now, on her right cheek. If you get maybe a woman mustache you want to get rid of, just go right over that. And it gives you that smooth, Hollywood glam look. Next is going to be the details. And they say it's all about the details. Details is pretty much better for your eyes. So it really makes your eyes pop. You can just gloss over them once or twice so you can see it. Puts a little more definition in your eyes. Gets a little something going on in there. Now we're going to look at the Reshape app. That's pretty much just moving things. So we're in Reshape now. You can pretty much move the whole face around. If you're not feeling great that day, you can make it look like that. But that just moves back and forth. We're going to go back to Refine. That's just going to move actual little points on your face. So not the whole face, just, things you want to move left and right. You want that thick neck. If you want it, I don't know, maybe that's your thing. Also resize. So if you think your nose is too big, your eyes are too small, you can just pretty much shape them up, shape them out. Looks great, but we're going to click X because we don't like that. So we'll do a little bit reshaping here. We'll move it a little bit, a little more centered, have a more aesthetic, appealing look. I think she looks great already, but I'm just using the app here, folks. Next on our list is Patch. Now you're gonna click on something, maybe like a mole or something like that you wanna move, and it'll automatically choose something for you, which is very similar to where that is. So clicking on that, that's automatically moving. You can move it around if you want, but the computer does a pretty good job of picking it out for you. So now we're gonna go on to Tones. Tone, you can have a lot of fun with tone if you want. If you want to be a little more tan, you want to be a little more light, all you got to do is you can click on that palette button down there. And if you see there, it pretty much has, the typical, not really those, but these are like the typical, tones that people would have. I want to make her look radioactive. So all you got to do, click the color and, go to town. But you'll notice if I go over the same place more than once, it gets a little more intense, so you don't want to go too heavy on that or else you're going to look like, Jim Carrey from The Mask. That is if you want to make yourself green. But as you can see, you can't overdo it with that. So we're going to go on to Red Eye. Now she doesn't really have red eyes, but you can change it to white eye, red eye, and it gives you a different palette. She really doesn't have red eyes, so we're on white eye now. We're going to switch over to red eye just to see if anything will help. Click on the eye. Go over to the other one. It gives you the option to click yes on it. Click that, click yes. And her non-red eyes are still non-red. So now we're going to go over to defocus. Defocus is mainly for things in the background. So if you look here on that, it'll show you can, blur out the background. So if there's a distracting thing in the background, you can use that. And now we're gonna go on to filters, everyone's favorite. Now, if you have Instagram or anything like that, you already know how filters work. This one has a pretty big list of filters you can use. What's also impressive is the lighting. You can use different lighting if you want like a portfolio lighting, a big lighting, warm lighting, soft lighting. You can use all of those, and you can use all of these on top of each other. I'm just going back to the original just to show you. Textures is pretty cool. If you want to look rustic, like an album cover or, you know, something like that that makes you look more big time, that's all you. Here's lens. You know, if you want a fisheye lens or something to where you want it to look different than normal, it's right up your alley. The last step is going to be, if you look in the right hand corner, you're going to see a circle with 2 squares. You click on it, it'll show you what you looked like before. So we're going to click on it a few times and go back and forth. Hideous, beautiful, you know, I'm just kidding, she wasn't hideous. But, you know, is it worth $4? Maybe, if you're into this kind of thing. It's really easy to use, really easy to upload. If you guys like this video, like it, subscribe. I'll be back again.